So good morning, hello everyone. I am happy to be here. Let me introduce myself and my topic of the presentation. Thank you. Komarno, Komarom, Slovakia, Hungary. My name is Rita Balla. I am a Hungarian person born in Slovakia. However, in the last few years, I've been living in Hungary. I'm linked to Slovakia because I am director of the Gallery Limes in Komarno at the moment. First of all, I would like to show where Komarno and Komarom lies. Historically, it was formed by the old town on the left bank of Danube, present-day Komarno in Slovakia, and by a new town on the right bank, present-day Komarom in Hungary. Following World War and the Treaty of Trianon, the border of the newly created Czechoslovakia cut the historical unified town in half, creating two new independent towns in two countries. Komarno and Komarom are connected by the Elizabeth Bridge, which used to be an official border between Slovakia and Hungary. Komarno is one of the centers of the Hungarian community in Slovakia, which makes up 53%. I would like to show how the cities and bank of River Danube look like. So in these days, Komarno and Komarom were connected by two bridges, the older iron bridge and the newer lifting bridge. And let's see some photos about Komarno. As you can see, the buildings, statues from the socialist era are still parts of both cities' landscape. In the 20th century, in fact, Komarno became the center of cultural and social life of the Hungarians in Czechoslovakia.
I see red and blue and green, but never gray. 'Cause these colors freeze my heart. Can't see them. Colors turn me on. Losing all control.
And the fortress. The fortress is the biggest historic monument of Komarno and Komarom and national cultural monument, a system of forts, fortification in and around the towns of Komarno and Komarom. This unique fortified building is the most expansive system of fortification in Central Europe, which is situated both in Slovak Republic and in Hungary. The oldest part, a so-called Old Fortress, was built in the 16th century on the site of the former medieval castle. In the 17th century, it was expanded by the so-called New Fortress. After the fortress lost its military character. However, due to the military expedition of the French Emperor Napoleon, it was restored, upgraded, and expanded to the largest fortification system of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The military function of the fortress was preserved long after the fall of the monarchy. In 2003, it became the property of the town of Komarno. Since then, it has been gradually restored, and its gates are open to the general public all year round. A part of the fortification system called Star Fortress was renovated in 2021. The Komarom Star Fortress has been comprehensively reconstructed and expanded as part of the Liget Budapest project. This building is where the nearly 300 outstanding pieces from the Museum of Fine Arts neglected collection of plaster replicas, copies of outstanding works from the world of sculpture, from antiquity to the Renaissance, will find a home. However, the exhibition doesn't reflect to historical events of our country, for example, for happenings of the World War and their outcomes. And in my opinion, as a curator, I think it shouldn't be hidden from the public. And the gallery, Limes Gallery, the Gallery Limes, located in the former Soldiers' Church, which is late Baroque building. The art exhibitions take place in the main body of this building. And the main focus of our association, which is Association of Hungarian Arts in Slovakia, lies on the representation of the fine arts, painting, graphics, sculpture, photography, installations, performances, conceptual art forms, all of which take place in the halls of Gallery Limes. Our aim is to present contemporary art on both a local and an international level. It is most important for us that the exhibitions organized by us match the characteristics of the building, and each supporting event highlights the aesthetic experience of the exhibition. The given activities contribute to a complex art experience and the deepening of visitors' visual knowledge, so that together they understand the message of the artist, present artistic forms of expression, and how everyday objects are implemented into our pieces more deeply. And our association, the Slovak Association of Hungarian Creative Artists, has been organizing exhibitions and cultural programs on local and regional level for almost 30 years. The constantly updating nearly 50 members is made up of artists and art historians. In Slovakia, in close cooperation with the Komarno-based Limes Gallery, the association organizes selected group exhibitions for its members on an annual basis, in which it strives to reach an ever-widening domestic and international audience. It's intended to help the work of contemporary artists, architects, and art theorists by organizing exhibitions, symposia, panel discussions, and workshops. Yes. Na Slovakia. No. No. The infrastructure and background and coordination are provided by the work of us and the work of presidency and the support of municipality of Komarno in Slovakia and different grants and tenders. Yeah, and let's talk about some ideas, what we would like to do and what we could do. We would like to make connections, go for international level, to accommodate exhibitions, to provide place for residencies with artists, curators, and professionals dealing with arts who can present Europe's fragmentation and the opportunity of belonging together. Go for digitalization, development of digital library, app, and other platforms which connect the regions near to the border. And I finish my presentation with a quote from Malavika Varadan: "Conversations define who we are as a human race." I think it defines why we are here today. We need to start a conversation with each other and to build something great and inspiring together and to continue the future game. Thank you for your attention. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day.